Coming up,
A homegrown makeover with Frederick and Carter.
Lee and I started talking and realized we want to live together.
Wow, there we are.
oh,
We're converting this couple's first place together into a space they can finally both call home.
we've got 2 days and $5,000 to come up with custom furniture pieces. Fantastic.
An amazing one-of-a-kind flower installation that truly bring the outdoors in.
That looks so cool. And of course, there's no shortage of challenges along the way. Look at this thing that we have. This is gorgeous. Alright, so Rachel and Lee.
Yes, and we're in the East Village, which is kind of a cool, hipster, really kind of a hot area.
Yeah, but I heard it's a walk-up. What's a walk-up?
We're gonna have to do a lot of floors.
Very baby, that's right. We both used to work together. We were flirting for a while over work chat. I really like sending her calendar invites for makeout sessions in the stairwell.
You to the part where Lisa.
My boss is gonna see this. It's been my dream to buy my own apartment in New York City. I finally found an awesome place. Lee and I started talking and realized we want to live together. So, now I'm his landlord.
She's my girlfriend when I like her and my landlord when I don't.
It's a classic New York City apartment, so we really want to maximize the space wherever possible.
Really hoping that Frederick and Carter can come in and make the place feel a lot more alive and a lot more fresh.
There's no elevator?
There's no elevator. You ready for a real New York experience?
No. This is crazy that we're upstairs.
It's good for your ass.
Oh, now I'm gonna have a nice buttocks, apparently, after tomorrow is over with. This is ridiculous. Really? Every day? Groceries? How do you do that? I just want to make sure that you're gonna be helping me tomorrow bring all the furniture up.
I didn't hear anything.
You heard that.
Hi, Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Come right in.
Wow, there we are.
Oh, tell us about the space.
Multifunctional living room, dining room. We like to entertain,
Okay.
and we like drinking, so we have our
So you have your
little
little
drinking
bar.
area.
She's a big drinker.
You have nice light coming in,
Yes.
Yes.
and you have nothing green. I tell you, you need some greenery.
Totally agree.
I love the fact that you have these brick walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just such a focal point in the space.
And it brings such character in
Yeah.
also. It's
Yeah.
nice.
It's really the highlight of the room, so if there's any way to make it stand out more or accentuate it,
Yeah.
exactly.
What are your styles?
Really quirky and interesting. I like to be experimental.
And what about you?
I'm a little more like bold in your face,
Yeah.
but not different, strange.
Okay, so more like clean lines.
Yeah, clean lines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Rachel has a quirkiness and Lee has more clean lines, which one do you gravitate towards?
Rachel with her quirkiness.
And me for Lee. This is gonna work out great. So now we're in the dining room.
Yes.
It's just a basic dining room table. It'd be nice to have kind of a dual workstation desk area.
These
So wait. So what do we want? We want a desk, workstation, we want a living room area, and a dining room.
And a dining
And
room
it has to
table.
come alive.
So we got some plans.
We
Awesome.
get to work.
We'll see you guys soon, all right?
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we have $5,000 for this makeover. So let's start by building them a custom oval dining table with a built-in Lazy Susan that can transform into a desk with one quick spin.
Above it, I'm going to do a really cool frame and flower installation that will bring in the outdoors and make the wall a focal point.
I think a custom bar made out of galvanized pipe and the same wood we make the dining table would look super cool.
I want to make them a fun, quirky terrarium coffee table. It will be a great conversation piece that also brings in the outdoors, and it's super low maintenance. I'm also going to hang some cool pots filled with plants to give them something pretty to look at other than the TV.
Okay, so first first thing we need to do is we need to make the table. The apartment is very long and narrow. Now what the oval table will do is it'll get a lot of people around one area, but at the same time it's easy, it's really functional for people to actually get around. An oval table is really tricky to make.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
Yeah. Making an oval table, you have to figure out what that arc is going to be. So essentially 1/4 of the entire quadrant.
Geometry or algebra comes in here, where you do like one of those turnaround things?
Yeah, well, the problem is I don't think I have the tools for it. You want it to go here, and then you want it to go, but that's going to run us too short. So technically...
This works, though. That's the point.
But then you didn't get to here, you know?
I thought I saw it.
So we do a small... Wait, time out. Making this oval table is a lot more complicated than I thought because all 4 sides have to look identical. That's really tricky. Let's do this. I'm going to attempt to use some crown molding and see if I can bend it.
It's not going to bend. Are you joking? I could tell you that before.
Keith, we need your muscle. Okay.
Oops.
This is how lenders saw me. In my 20s, I was super irresponsible with credit cards. Shopping, going out all the time. I knew it was time for Experian. They gave me the tools to see what helps and hurts my FICO score, so I could finally get serious about managing my credit. Now lenders see me for who I really am. Someone who would never rack up a lot of debt. And someone who would never follow a band on tour.
Get serious about your credit. Get Experian. Go to Experian.com and start your credit tracker trial membership today.
Why do you think the ripples make a difference?
Grabs more?
It's the clean ripple texture. Now, do you feel so clean that you would go commando? How do you feel?
Cottonelle has clean ripple texture, so you're clean enough to go commando. Bon appetit pizza. Delight in the crispness of thin artisan crust. Slices of mozzarella, savory basil, pesto, and the wholeness of cherry tomatoes. Bon appetit pizza. Life is delicious.
For the 51 million of us who may need a different kind of underwear, this is Depend's Silhouette Active Fit. It's slim and smooth, so wearing it is no big deal. Get a free sample of Depend at underwearness.com.
The original Triscuit. It starts simply with 3 ingredients. Start with Triscuit and honey and then add on from there. You're only limited by your imagination, and I love that.
The world's most legendary monsters are back.
Frankenstein! Can we take a picture?
Sure, okay. In a comedy that's hair-raising and chilling.
48 flavors! We have to try them all!
The #1 monster comedy of the year is now on demand.
Dennis said his first word! Blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah, blah, blah. Hotel Transylvania 2, now on demand.
It's a new year, a new season, with great new reasons to watch Up TV.
Dude, you came in the room, you could have talked about it.
This is incredible. For a feel-good TV for you and your family.
That is amazing.
There's nowhere to go but up.
I'm on my way.
Joe Frost, Nanny on Tour, premieres Thursday at 8, only on Up, channel 1369. Set your DVR.
What are we doing at this house? This thing was belched out of the Earth's innards. Oh my God, what is this?
The zombie house. Together, we hunt these zombies down to flip for top dollar.
I think this is the worst house we've ever bought.
It's the last hope we got. Bam, done. Wow. Besides the smell, I kind of like this place.
Well, we're going to see if it bends. Keith, we need your muscle. Oops. To create this arc for this table, I need something that's sturdy and strong and can have a nice, consistent line. Plan B, because I don't have a piece that I can actually bend, I'm just going to freehand it myself and then use the jigsaw to cut that angle out. Once I have that cut, I can use that as a template for all 4 corners of the table. Where's Frederick? The table is done! Where are you? You're not Frederick, and you're not Frederick. You're not Frederick, and you're not Frederick. Frederic.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
I can almost throw it like a football.
Not a good idea.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the Lazy Susan, which is in the center point of this oval table. The cool thing about this is it can be used as a dining table, a showpiece, as well as a work table on the other side of the Lazy Susan. Okay, so what we're going to do is we purchase this Lazy Susan here.
Yeah.
We're going to use the ball bearings that are in here. And then we're going to set them just like so. And it's going to sit inside just a little bit. So he'll have all of his desk material, his pencils, he'll probably put his computer on there, and then be able to turn it around and see flowers.
To create in their space.
Oh, must be Dutch for
No, like the Zen, from when you bring flowers and green in, you create a Zen environment.
Yeah, you said again.
So I'm putting in the sand and then the rocks. When I was talking to Rachel and Lee, Rachel was saying that she totally wasn't so much good with plants. So I thought one of the things is to bring in air plants. Really easy to take care, and you can really create that quirkiness in there. Let's give them a tiny bit of an alligator. I think Rachel and Lee will love that. Terrarium actually came out of the Victorian time. There was a Dr. Ward who was working on these insects and had it in a jar, and he suddenly realized that a fern was growing, and this was actually the start of air plants. It's fantastic. There you go. Voila.
All right. We have our crown molding cut. This apartment has a great brick wall we can use as the focal point in the room. So Freddie's come up with a genius idea to make these frames cut out of crown molding. And they have no back on them, so you can see the brick wall. That's a really cool idea.
Whoa, these are some strong fumes. Now I can sand them and paint them a little, make them old, and then I will incorporate some interesting flowers into it. This is gonna go great. Oh, I love it. We're high as a kite. So I'm gonna hang like, oh no.
Oh, you're gonna put yourself? I love it.
So what I've done is I've spray painted, and it kind of looks great with the stain. So you get kind of a really nice mixture.
So you're putting the primer on, then you're putting this gold on.
The gold I start with, and then I do the white over it, and then I finish it off to make this come through a little bit.
I think it's great because it looks old, it looks weathered, they look like really classic old frames.
And then I thought, hang it like a frame, but then flowers come out of it.
That's really cool. I think it's gonna look fantastic, as you would say.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. That's how you say it.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
That looks fantastic. So we have the Lazy Susan. One side is just this beautiful array of glass, and on the other side is his work table. I think we should paint these. Thinking of Rachel and Lee and their colors and glass, I didn't want to use clear glass, so I used actually acrylic, and I put it in and I move it around, and I'm actually creating these swirls and things with colors.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds amazing.
I want to go home and do this right now. I know. Let's bring in this unique look without breaking the bank, and that is possible. Okay, I'm going to finish this off, and then we have one project done.
Terrarium.
I would really love to make a terrarium as a coffee table with pebbles and stone and air plants and the whole shebang.
So what I could do is create some sort of framework.
Yes.
And then essentially we want a bunch of glass panels so you can see inside of it. This is going to be really fun to make. Glass runs up here. Perfect. I'm going to make sure that the glass is extra thick so that way we can support any weight on top plus all that earth that you're going to put inside that terrarium. Just in time.
What you had planned.
Oh, you're so sweet. That's beautiful. We can set this right here because I want to show you. First off, look at this thing that we have. Oh my God. That was a custom glass.
Are you kidding?
Hey guys, we got a new show, and it's flippin' awesome.
This isn't a fashion show.
It is. We're gonna get a house, and we're gonna make it pretty. Nice and things. We're a good team. You got the muscles, I got the ideas. Thanks. Got it? I got you. At least one of us knows what we're doing. I got you. Babe? Come on. Babe.
Work, babe.
That looks so good. Clippers, babe. Gibson's back on the shore. Check out my new show and FYI.
Really impressed with our house.
Good job.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Hey, remember the game when I set the rookie passing record? I mean, you only mentioned it, what, 50 times? How about when I had 3 events in one night? Well, I've been working on a new superhero move all day. We're nonstop. We gotta have our extra protein. Oikos Triple Zero Greek non-fat yogurt has 15 grams of protein, 0 added sugar, 0 artificial sweetener, and 0 fat, and 0 holding me back.
Oikos Triple Zero. Be unstoppable.
Denim.
Where are you?
Well, the squirrels are back in the attic.
Mom?
Your dad won't call an exterminator.
Can I call you back, Mom?
He says it's personal this time.
If you're a mom, you call it the worst time. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more in car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Where are you? It's very loud there. Are you taking Zumba class?
The original Triscuit. It starts simply with 3 ingredients. Start with Triscuit and honey and then add on from there. You're only limited by your imagination, and I love that.
Why are you checking your credit score? You don't want to live with mom and dad forever, do you?
How do I check my credit score?
Credit Karma. Don't worry, it's free.
Credit Karma. Give yourself some credit.
What's your dog food's first ingredient? Corn? Wheat? In Purina One True Instant Grain Free, real chicken is always number 1. No corn, wheat, or soy. Support your active dog's whole body health with Purina One.
This program is brought to you by Photos.com by Getty Images. Decorate with the world's finest photography.
First off, look at this thing that we have. Oh my God.
Are you kidding?
Oh my God. Where are we going to get custom glass in less than 24 hours?
This is New York City. You can get anything.
Custom glass too?
For sure.
Starting to like New York a whole lot more now. Did I do that? So impressed of the fact that this one rides her bike to work. What?
What? It's Dutch. I live on my bicycle. I mean, I was born on a bike.
You were literally born on a bike.
Yeah, it's so wild, isn't it?
You amaze me every day.
Remember, it's a walk-up. We need to tough it out. I can feel my legs. Hey, can you imagine you have a few kids and you have babies and you're babies?
Some milk.
Or you have an oval table. Work for it.
Let's get to work. All right. Cool thing about this is that we already have the wood from the walnut. Now we just need some framework, and I'm going to use some galvanized piping from the hardware store. Once I secure these pieces of pipe together, it should go together no problem.
It's pretty cool.
Are you patting yourself on the back or me on the back? Thank you. You're so sweet.
Yes, I think that's right. I think for our oval table, having these mid-century legs are fantastic. It makes it good when people are around the table. They can have their legs still and it's not in the way. And it looks kind of cool.
It looks really cool because the walnut's more of a heavy piece anyway, and having these smaller legs, it just balances it out. Yeah, what's up? Hey, Lazy Susan. Sits just like so.
Cool.
This thing is freaking awesome.
Not too high, but like if it would be in a degradation, that's meant to be. What's up?
Whenever you want to adhere something to a brick wall, you want to make sure that you put your anchor into the joint. That way, if anything cracks, you can patch that up. You don't want to patch a brick up. That would take too much time.
And with these frames, we need to secure it well because we're going to end up having a bottle with some interesting flower hanging out of it.
It's going to look good.
It's going to look really good. In nature, the color is really what attracts the insect, and that's how the pollen gets moved around, and that is how we get more flowers.
Wow, that looks so cool.
For some people, you know, having a whole bouquet is sometimes a bit overwhelming. If you just add one flower with a bottle, it already changes a space. I love it.
Something like this?
Something like that. These planters are magnetic planters, so you just take them off the wall, water them in your kitchen, and you put them right back. Okay, so, can you check with me on my silicone?
What do you mean, Frederic?
They're real. No, those. There are many ways to use silicone. You know, for example, to make a terrarium.
Oh, yeah, that too. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some silicone on all the corners, and then that way the glass will adhere to this lumber right here.
The big terrarium is really the same as the mini one, except that you really can see the layers. So I started with an amount of soil, then I added the sand, and then I added the rocks, a bit of fern, a bit of air plants, make this whole eco-like come alive.
Oh, look at you. It looks good.
And from the side, you kind of see the layers.
Yeah, no, that looks really cool. I want to be miniature and live in Freddy's world.
Oh, this is the life.
Coming up.
It can be tough in a small space like this, but the outcome, it's pretty magnificent.
Checking out the listing on Zillow I sent you?
Yeah, I like it.
This place has a great backyard.
Can't believe we're finally doing this.
All of this.
Stacy, Benjamin,
This is Daniela.
You're not just looking for a house. You're looking for a place for your life to happen. Zillow.
You're under attack. Help your immune system attack back. New Culturelle Advanced Immune Defense has the only triple action formula strengthened with probiotics for extra immune protection.
How much protein does your dog food have? 18%? 20? Nutrient-dense Purina One True Instinct with real salmon and tuna has 30% protein. Support your active dog's whole body health with Purina One.
Quiet! Mom has a headache!
Had a headache, but now I don't. Excedrin is fast.
In fact, for some, relief starts in just 15 minutes. Excedrin, now available in gel tabs.
Bon appetit pizza. Delight in the crispness of thin artisan crust, slices of mozzarella, savory basil, pesto, and the wholeness of cherry tomatoes. Bon appetit pizza. Life is delicious.
I recommend Nature Made vitamins because I trust their quality. They were the first to have a vitamin verified by USP, an independent organization that sets strict quality and purity standards.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended letter vitamin brand.
Dad, grab something good.
No junk food, please.
Go for the Tromu! It's delicious!
That's chocolate.
It's nutritious and contains no artificial growth hormones.
True Move, a truly good thing anytime.
My lenses have a sunset mode, and an early morning mode, and a partly sunny mode, and an outside to clear inside mode.
Transition's signature adaptive lenses are more responsive than ever. So why settle for a lens with just one mode? Experience life well lit. Upgrade your lenses to Transition's signature. Receiving a Transition's lenses certificate of authenticity is your only guarantee that you're getting the world's #1 recommended photochromic lens. Ask for it and register your lenses online today.
First thing that we're doing is we have these fantastic crates, different sizes. We're gonna stain some of them and we're gonna whitewash some. That's kind of wicked awesome.
I love it.
I hope they like it. This room is coming together.
It is.
When we first walked into this space, it was just a long corridor. It was a blank slate. Now we brought in a lot of clean, bold lines for Lee.
Quirkiness for her. And we brought in several interesting plants and flowers. I love that.
We completely transformed this room. They're not even going to recognize it, but hopefully they're going to love it.
Come into your home. Wow. Oh my God. I love it.
Does it feel different when you just walk right in?
It feels like somebody lives here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at the wall.
These things are cool.
You can actually take these off. They're magnets, and so water them.
Super cool.
I was gonna say, I'm a little worried about how are we gonna water them. That's perfect.
Yeah, and you can even mix them up.
So cool. The frameless art, this is awesome.
We got them at photos.com. It was really wonderful to work with this idea, what you were saying, that you like a bit more bold.
Yeah.
So we did go a little bit more daring.
Yeah.
Also, we can actually bring you to something quite interesting that
Step
we
over
made.
here.
It's a
The terrarium.
case.
Oh my God.
That is cool.
Wow.
They don't need a lot of work. Air plants, if they don't like full sunlight, you spritz them a little bit and you're fine.
That terrarium is like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
And this is your dining room.
It's so cool.
This is like grown-up furniture.
This is an 1.5 inch walnut table, which we made oval because there's only so much space, but you still want to have people because you guys want to have friends over and entertain.
You could be 8, easy.
The walnut table, that is so cool. That is like such a piece that anchors the room.
But you also said one other thing.
A workstation.
A workstation. So that's why we put the Lazy Susan in here. Just so you could...
Workstation. The custom build of the furniture is really special to me. We would have never been able to find a beautiful walnut table with a Lazy Susan in it. And I love these vases.
Actually, these vases, I'm so glad you say that. This was like a funky project. I wanted to not just do glass, so I ended up doing with paint. And then we created these so there would be like a funny little added element to it.
I really like the framing on the wall.
The brick really sets the space. Actually, I asked Carter, I said, can you make me frames? And then I used the amaranthus, but you can do anything.
This is a good excuse for you to buy me lots of flowers.
Exactly.
I just like how they accent the wall without actually detracting from the brick in the apartment.
The other thing we did was we just literally bought some galvanized piping at the hardware store and then used the walnut, just same as here as your dining table, and you have a nice little bar.
So cool.
Wow. And the theme went on. From your coffee table, we added also the terrariums to here.
That is really cool.
Isn't that amazing?
Super cool.
Yeah. Look at that.
Are they air plants because they grow in air, not soil?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that amazing?
I love that everything is uniquely built, so nobody else will have this.
Yeah, that's for
Absolutely
sure.
not.
That's
Absolutely
for
not.
sure. Rachel definitely responded to the terrarium, as I hoped. That felt so good.
Yeah, and the fact that we were able to give them that great big walnut oval table, I was really proud of that table. Plus, that little bar, it totally took away those pipes, and it was so functional. We always tell people that to enjoy it with their friends, entertain, because that's what you want to do. You guys just moved in here, so enjoy it yourselves.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Have fun.
We love it. Frederick and Carter were really great to work with because they got to know our style. I wanted unique and funky, and I walked in, I really felt like this is my home.
Cool.
go the Dutch way. You sit sideways. You jump softly.
Okay.
I mean, men can go both ways, but that's how you do the female way.
Gosh, this is smart. Where do I hold on to? You?
Yes.
Okay. Go.
Are you ready? Yeah, you're fine. Don't put your feet down.
Only 18 blocks to go. This should be fun.
You see? No problem.
Coming up
On Homegrown Makeover with Frederica and Carter. You're what? A few weeks too